Herzlich willkommen zurück zu Another Baldurs Gate 3 Let's Play. Mystra will quasseln, aber ich muss noch diesen Fluch von Astarion runterkriegen. Seine Konstitution ist um 5 verringert, das ist halt böse.
I wasn't expecting it, but I'm glad to have some company on this journey.
Komm mit
Alright,
mir. Ja, ihren Stufenaufstieg machen wir auch gleich. Komm mit. Dann kommst halt du mit.
Is something burden? It is done. Come for a chat?
Karlak im Hintergrund. Nur am Quatsch machen. So, Mäuschen. Riech mal dem seinen Fluch. Dankeschön. Für mehr habe ich dich jetzt eigentlich auch nicht gebraucht. Aber wenn du schon mal da bist, kannst du dich auch nützlich machen. Was ist eigentlich das? Klingenbarriere. Ah, das geht auf Weisheit. Okay. Ach komm, mach mal. Magier. Was ist das? Ah, ich mach mal einen Magier-Töter aus ihr. Ah, ich habe ja die Mod drauf, dass ich höher bin wie Stufe 12. Okay. So viel Aufstiege hatten wir schon. Ja, ich krieg halt nicht mehr. Ich kann halt mehr Zauber vorbereiten, aber ist okay. Kann ich nicht. Huch. Da kriegen wir einen Zauberplatz. Schön. Bardische Inspiration. Das nutze ich auch nie, gell? Ja, sonst schauen wir auch nicht. Nichts Besonderes. Armschienen Verteidiger. Ich liebe Armschienen Verteidiger. Da kommt Stiefel des unbefangenen Kushigo. Das muss ich mir merken für unsere D&D-Gruppe. Tatsächlich.
Your desire.
I wonder what the next move is.
Ja. Okay, warum hat er jetzt plus 20? Kommt doch von der langen Rast. Okay. Ich wollte nur in die Luke reingucken. Hey, sorry, Maus.
The portrait's eyes seem to follow you around the room. Did it just wink at you?
That's curious.
Was jetzt passiert? Ich habe Will nicht mitgenommen.
Watch your back. Hardly a challenge.
Schade, das ist doch mein... Ich mache mittlerweile alle Truhen auf, Brudi. Ja. Ach komm, dann nehmen wir den auch noch mit. Dann lass mal halt Schattenherz wieder da.
Almost pleasant traveling with company, if you ignore all the less pleasant aspects. If you're sure, very well.
Just what I need.
You've got something to say. That's the
That's the spirit. Ja.
defender of the people. What have we here?
Oh, heute mal nicht.
Someone there?
Standhafte
little
Prüfung,
souvenir.
okay.
A crooked touch.
Okay, dann gucken wir uns mal
Subtle steps.
Also, die Monster haben.
Horns from an honest to hell's war devil. My, my.
My. Sonst gibt's hier nichts.
The pride of
Ich
the
hab doch
gate.
gesagt, ich brauche ihn.
Never a dull moment.
The pride of the gate.
At least things have
Me
stayed
ladies.
interesting.
Wo zur Hölle bin ich jetzt? Sehen wir ja gleich. Chicken.
Anything of use?
Ja, ich könnte mir auch mal das Zeug durchlesen. Meisterliche Bein, Schieben, Angreifen, Rettungswürfe. Weil meine waren ja echt doof.
I'll take that.
Hier noch ein paar Waffen. Mitnehmen. Na, dann gucken wir mal, wo wir rauskommen.
Flowers every color of the rainbow.
Hilf dem Herzog. Dann machen wir doch ein Gale.
Must be surrendered. All livestock is now
Nee, nicht die Unterkünfte. Ja, versucht auf einem Bein zu stehen.
imprisonment and, if necessary, more severe punishment.
One day I'll catch a break.
Let me work my magic on it.
There she stands, just as Elminster promised. Mystra, goddess of the weave, mother of all magic.
The old man wasn't lying. She's opened the summoning channel. Can't you feel it?
Gale's right. The very air around the statue crackles with magic. It sets your teeth on edge.
A stream of pure, undiluted weave. I only have to reach out, and it will carry me to Mystra, wherever she may be.
Go on, my good man. You can't exactly deny a goddess now, can you?
Time was, I'd have given my right arm for a chance to speak with Mystra again. The left one, too. Maybe a knee.
Ihr schuldet ihr nicht meinen Fingernagel. Sie hat von euch verlangt, euch selbst in die Luft zu jagen.
Not the message one hopes to receive from a past lover. But her first love was always the weave. At best, I was a close second. When I pictured this moment, I thought I'd feel more in control. Yet, here I am, with palms sweatier than a bugbear's armpit. I always wonder what being nervous would feel like. I hate it.
Von allen Dingen, die einen nervös machen sollten, scheint die Audienz mit einer Göttin das nachvollziehbarste.
You're kind to say so, but this is hardly my first time in Mystra's presence. It's more the matter of what I'm going to say to her. During my time locked away in Waterdeep, I prepared a quite comprehensive speech for her on the subject of our former relationship and the manner in which it ended. Alas, recent events have rendered the majority of it moot, so I'm going to have to improvise. Unless you have any words of wisdom to impart before I go.
Gebt gar nichts preis, hört euch nur an, was sie zu sagen hat.
You'd make a fine three-dragon anti-player, you know? I think it's best I keep a cool head going into this. Approach it like a particularly high-risk round of three-dragon ante. I'll let Mystra show her flight, and then I can see how strong a chance we stand of winning the gambit. I'll only be gone for a matter of moments. The Outer Planes experience time quite differently to our own. Wait for me. Please.
Bin jetzt echt so gespannt, mit was für Sachen er zurückkommt. Das fällt ihm echt nicht leicht.
Gale of Waterdeep. You look well.
As do you. But I assume we're not here solely to exchange compliments. So why am I here?
You discovered what lies at the heart of the Absolute, the crown of Karsus. And you disobeyed my instruction. Why?
Because you had no right to ask that of me. You cast me out. Remember?
You were my lover, my chosen. Yet still you know so little of me. The past cannot be undone with self-pity, nor can a future be forged. Only with the truth will you see the way ahead. The fragment of magic you tried to return to me was not of my creation. It was the Karsite weave. It is a corrupted, half-born magic, wrought in the brief moment Karsus ascended to godhood. It hungers for power, just as he did, and it can never be sated. You unleashed something that would consume all magic in existence, and yet you thought only of preserving yourself.
So that's what you're scared of. With the crown of Karsus reforged, I could take control of the Karsite weave.
You can no more control the Karsite weave than a weather vane could control a storm. That it entered your body and consumed no more than your powers was a miracle. But we will not be granted another. The only reason the orb sleeps is because I have allowed it to feed on the true weave. A temporary measure, but one that will not be enough to save us. With each day that passes, the Elder Brain threatens to become a new kind of god. Its worshippers, a scourge of soulless illithids. If you will not use the orb to end this abomination, then you must find a way to separate crown and host. When you've done this, you must surrender the crown of Karsus to me.
A great ask indeed. You've given me much to think on, as you always did.
So be it. Follow the needle of your own wisdom. We shall see how truly it leads you.
All is ash and meat.
Interessant.
Back on mortal soil once more. I can't believe I saw her. After all this time.
Wie fühlt ihr euch?
Relieved. Drained. Proud of myself for summoning the courage to go to her in the first place. And, if I'm being totally honest, a bit lightheaded. As if it wasn't enough to have seen her again. She didn't exactly summon me there for small talk. The Karsite weave. Within me this whole time. I knew the orb was no ordinary ball of magic before it to be Karsus's malignant creation. Gods! How did I not see that?
Man übersieht leicht etwas, wenn man von der Begierde geblendet wird.
True enough. There's a reason such unwitting heroes have been the backbone of lyric and legend for as long as both have existed. Even so, I was hardly some naive apprentice at the time. I considered myself an archmage, and yet was fool enough to be mistaken for a common conjurer. At least now I'm armed with the truth, and Mystra's expectations. Sounds like the door to redemption is open at last. All I have to do is walk through it, carrying the crown of Karsus.
Zum Teufel mit der Wiedergutmachung mit der karsischen Gewebe und der Krone könntet ihr zum Gott werden.
Were I a more superstitious man, I confess I'd be inclined to see a certain divine destiny in the greatest of Karsus's creations re-emerging at the same time as one another in the same city. Think about it. The crown of Karsus, the Netherstones, the Karsite weave. No more than a tadpole's breadth from being reunited. What if this is my chance? I'd be a fool not to take it.
Ihr habt recht, diese Gelegenheit ist zu gut, um sie ungenutzt zu lassen. Wir müssen euch diese Krone beschaffen. Ja, aber ich bin doch ein Baalspawn. Es ist eure Entscheidung.
Well then, what more is there to discuss? All we need to do is stay focused on the task at hand. Defeating that Elder Brain. After that, you can leave the rest to me.
Okay, dann machen wir hier einen Cut. Tschüss, Tag und ciao.